Imagine earning $200,000 to $50,000 a year. Most people would assume you've made it. A beautiful home, a luxury car, nice vacations, financial security, no money problems. At least that's what people think. Now imagine waking up one morning and realizing you have almost nothing saved. Your credit card balances keep growing. Your car payments feel overwhelming. Your mortgage is stretching your budget. And despite earning more than most people will ever make, you feel trapped. It sounds impossible, but it happens every day. This is the story of how high income can create the illusion of wealth while quietly destroying financial freedom. And it all starts with a dream salary. The dream salary. Let's call him Michael. Michael spent years studying medicine, long nights, student debt, exams, stress, sacrifice. For years he told himself the same thing. One day it will all be worth it. Then it happened. His income jumped to $250,000 per year. Everything changed. Friends congratulated him. Family admired him, people assumed he was rich, and honestly, Michael believed it too. For the first time in his life, money didn't feel scarce. He finally felt successful. But what Michael didn't realize was that a high income can solve many problems and create brand new ones. The first upgrade. The first purchase felt reasonable. A nicer car. After all, he worked hard. Then came a better apartment, then nicer furniture, then luxury vacations. Nothing seemed irresponsible. Each purchase felt earned. Each upgrade felt deserved. And that's exactly why it was dangerous. Because financial problems rarely begin with one terrible decision. They begin with dozens of reasonable ones. Michael wasn't trying to look rich. He simply started living like someone earning $250,000. And that decision changed everything. The lifestyle trap. At first, the new lifestyle felt amazing. The car payment was manageable. The apartment payment was manageable. The vacations were manageable. The subscriptions were manageable. The dinners were manageable. Individually, everything looked fine. But together, they became a financial machine that consumed almost every dollar he earned. Something strange started happening. His income kept increasing, but his savings didn't. In fact, some months he felt more stressed than when he earned half as much. How could that be? Because expenses have a habit of growing quietly. Most people notice raises. Very few notice lifestyle inflation, and by the time they do, they're already trapped inside it. Why high earners feel broke. One day, Michael sat down and reviewed his finances. What he discovered shocked him. He earned $250,000, yet very little remained at the end of each month. The money wasn't disappearing. It was simply going somewhere else. Mortgage, car payments, insurance, dining out, travel, subscriptions, lifestyle. On paper, he looked wealthy. In reality, he was financially vulnerable. And this is where many people become confused. Income and wealth are not the same thing. Income is what comes in. Wealth is what stays. A person earning $70,000 and saving $15,000 per year may be building more wealth than someone earning $250,000 and saving almost nothing. That realization changed Michael's perspective forever. Debt can look like wealth. Michael looked successful. Beautiful house, luxury SUV, designer clothes, international vacations. From the outside, everything seemed perfect. But there was a problem. Most of it wasn't owned, it was financed. The house belonged mostly to the bank. The car belonged mostly to the lender. The lifestyle depended entirely on one thing, his next paycheck. And that's where the danger was hiding. Because people often confuse possessions with wealth. But they are not the same thing. A person can look rich while being financially fragile. And Michael was beginning to realize that. If his income stopped tomorrow, many of those assets would quickly become liabilities. The payments wouldn't stop, the bills wouldn't stop, the bank wouldn't stop calling, and that's when he understood something most people never think about. The ownership gap. Let's imagine something unexpected happens. A serious illness, an accident, burnout, a medical issue that prevents Michael from working for a year. What happens next? His income drops dramatically, but the expenses remain exactly the same. The mortgage still arrives, the car payment still arrives, insurance still arrives, the credit card bills still arrive. Everything continues because Michael had built a lifestyle around his income, not around his assets. And this is the difference between high earners and wealthy people. A high earner makes money by working. A wealthy person owns things that make money. Businesses, stocks, rental properties, royalties, cash flow producing assets. Michael earned $250,000 per year, but if he stopped working, his income became almost zero. A wealthy investor earning $80,000 from assets might actually be safer financially than Michael. Think about that for a moment. One person earns 3 times more, yet the other has more financial security. Because wealth is not measured by income, it's measured by independence. The question isn't, how much do you earn? The real question is, how long can your lifestyle survive without you? For Michael, the answer was uncomfortable. Not very long. The turning point. That realization changed everything. For the first time, Michael stopped asking, "How can I earn more?" and started asking, "How can I own more?" Instead of upgrading his lifestyle again, he began redirecting money. He paid down debt, built an emergency fund, started investing consistently, bought assets instead of status symbols. The changes weren't dramatic. Nobody noticed them. His neighbors didn't notice. His friends didn't notice. Social media didn't notice. But his future noticed. Because every month, a little more money started working for him instead of disappearing from him. And slowly, something incredible happened. His dependence on his next paycheck began to shrink. For the first time in years, he wasn't just earning money, he was building wealth. Most people believe a high income automatically creates financial freedom. But Michael learned a different lesson. A high income can make you look rich. It can help you drive expensive cars, live in beautiful homes, take amazing vacations. But none of those things guarantee security, because if your entire financial life depends on your ability to work tomorrow, you're not truly wealthy. You're simply highly paid. Real wealth begins when your assets become more important than your income, when your money starts working harder than you do, and when your future no longer depends entirely on your next paycheck. Because the goal isn't to earn more forever. The goal is to need less of your own time to generate income. That's the difference between looking wealthy and actually being wealthy. Now I'm curious, what do you think is more important, a high income or income producing assets? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about wealth building, investing, and financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to Wealth Principles, because the decisions you make today can shape your financial future for decades to come. Thanks for watching.